Guys, Stockton University deserves to be here, and I mean this is the home court, so they're going to be here regardless. But they deserve to go far this tournament. The team that they have this year, led by Josh Blamon, the super senior, he's a Ncaa first teamer. He's a first teamer in almost in every category you can say. Stockton University has some big players, like Josh Blamon and Armin Kane and Anthony Woodard down low, the super senior down there. Stockton University is here to play, but also here to play is Endicott. Now, the Endicott College Goals, that's G-U-L-O-S, like seagulls.
Like a seagull, we need to whack them out of here.
I'm sure. They're 23-5, and they score 78.8 points per game, but only allow 66.5 points per game. So Stockton is in for a defensive battle, as I'm sure they are.
Of course we are. I mean, Stockton's coming into this game at 22-5. Endicott's 23-5. I mean, it's going to be a matchup that I think could come down to the wire. Stockton only gives up 59 points a game. I mean, but Endicott scores 80 points a game. So, I mean, something's got to give here. You know, Endicott's a very good offensive team. Stockton's a damn good defensive team. And now that we got the starters out of the way, starting lineup for your Stockton Ospreys. Number 1, Tom Catanoso, sophomore at Cape May County, Cape May Courthouse, New Jersey. Number 3, Marcus Harmon, the freshman from Whitesboro. Number 20, Josh Blamon, the senior from Cinnaminson. Number 22, Anthony Woodard, the senior from Atlantic City. And number 23, Armin Kane, the junior out of Pleasantville. And starting lineup for Endicott, number 2, Kamal Walker, the sophomore out of Worcester, Massachusetts. Number 4, Daquan Sampson, a sophomore out of Germantown, Maryland. Number 21, John Henault, a senior out of Lunenburg, Massachusetts. Number 25, Tell White, a senior out of Newcastle, New Hampshire. And number 55, Max Matrani, the sophomore out of West Warwick, Rhode Island. The head coach of Endicott is Kevin Betancourt. The head coach of Stockton is Jerry Matthews, but we're probably going to see Scott Bittner on the sideline standing up most of the time, considering Jerry, you know, he likes to sit back and take in the action and kind of let Scott go to work.
You know, Jerry has done enough in his illustrious career as the head coach for Stockton University. Scott Bittner pretty much takes the reins, as I'm sure he will take the reins once Jerry Matthews finally calls it quits, 50 years from now.
50 years, it's going to take another 50 years. All right, we're about set to tip this game off. Your Stockton University Ospreys getting ready to take the court. It's NCAA tournament action, and also it's win or go home, Sharif.
Definitely, it's win or go home. Now, speaking of winning or going home, Stockton University has won their last 4 games, whereas Endicott College has won 14 of their last 14 games, rather.
The ball is tipped, and Endicott will start off with the basketball. And here come the goals, like a seagull. we got to swat them out.
Anthony Woodard with some tight pressure already. Harmon almost lost his man. Beat him off the dribble.
And Endicott misses. And the rebound is Tom Catanoso. That miss was from number 25, Tell White. Stockton going right to left on your broadcast. Endicott going left to right. Stockton in the white home jerseys. Endicott in the road green. Marcus Harmon has it for Stockton. Over to Armin Kane. He'll fire a healthy triple. In and out. And the rebound goes to Endicott.
Now, if you're Armin Kane, you wanted to see that three-point basket go through the hoop. He's been having a rough stretch lately. The games we've been covering him recently, he hasn't been able to hit any of his three-pointers. I mean, he's done his damage down low when he gets the offensive rebounds.
That 3 launched by Endicott is no good, and the rebound is Tom Catanoso. He'll lead the ball off for the Ospreys. A minute has gone by, no score yet. Catanoso will swing it over to Anthony Woodard. Woodard, top of the key, looking for a cutting Josh Blamon, but Endicott cut it off. Kane finally gets it to Blamon and gets it to Anthony Woodard down low. Woodard putting in that work. Pump fake. Ooh, almost traveled. Blamon, he'll fire a 3, and it's through! Josh Blamon, Sharif. Josh Blamon, the NJAC Player of the Year. Blamon knocks down the triple, and the Ospreys lead at 3-0, and that's a welcome sight if you're Scott Bittner and the Stockton Ospreys.
Blamon with that patented jab step three-pointer. He's done that in almost every game we've covered him, And he does that all year round. That's his shot. He's been working on that in the summer and in the offseason. He's come ready to play, as we've seen him hit his first three. Armin Kane with the steal.
Here's a turnover. Armin Kane picks it up, and Stockton gets a stop. They're up 3-0 early, 2 minutes into this ball game. Canoso over to Armin Kane. Swings it down low to Blamon. Blamon, a turnaround jumper. Nope, but he's fouled. And it looks like Blamon will go to line for two, or will it be on the floor? It's going to be on the floor. It'll be before the shot, and the foul is on number... If they would get it sorted out there. It's on number 21, Josh Henault. Blamon, another three. No good. And the rebound, Marcus Harmon.
Might have forced that three.
Pretty much.
Harmon wants it down low.
Harmon tried to go to work in the post. Nice spin move. Flips it up. Oh, they're going to call a foul on Marcus Harmon. No, excuse me, a travel on Marcus Harmon. That poor. I didn't like that call.
Well, Harmon pretty much kept charging, even though he was already had his position right near the rim. All he had to do was put the shot up with possibly a right hook.
Number 55, Max Matrani, knocks down the triple to tie this game up at 3. That's the 5'9" sophomore from West Warwick, Rhode Island.
He's wearing a sweet pair of Jordans. I'm not sure which edition those are, but those are pretty sweet down there.
Okay, Mr. Sneakerhead. Anthony Woodard has it near the three-point line. We'll give it to Blamon. Blamon wanted a three, but thought otherwise. Harmon to Woodard down low. Nice move by Anthony Woodard, but can't finish.
Woodard with a great move, but I think he could have made it easier if he just went up right-handed instead of having to go reverse left hand.
Number 2, Kamal Walker fires a three. No good. Kamal Walker, the leading scorer for the goals, is 17.8 points per game, and he shoots 61% from threes. Is that right? 61% from threes?
61% from three appears to be right, Kai. I'm looking for his name right now.
That's incredible. Catanoso try to get it to Blamon. There's a ball is loose. Catanoso picks it up. 15 seconds showing on the shot clock. Harmon swings it over to Armin Kane.
Actually, according to this stat sheet, he's averaging 48.4. I got this off of D3Hoops.com.
Catanoso, three ball. That's through.
This was official as of yesterday, as these stats were pulled up from all the games on March 5th. So in this stat sheet that I have, it says 48.4 for Kamal Walker from three-point range.
Still very impressive.
Very impressive either way. You're right, Kai. It might as well be 61%.
Walker, no good. Rebound Woodard. He misses first 2 threes. Here comes Armin Kane.
Kane needs to look for Catanoso, see if he knows so.
Kane to Catanoso. To Harmon. Blamon. Oh, step back three. Contested. Short.
Should have took the first opportunity from three.
Should have. But hey, it's that. I mean, in my opinion, that's still a pretty good shot by Josh Blamon. I mean, considering who Josh Blamon is, what he means to this team, incredible.
Now, who Josh Blamon is, he's an Ncaa first teamer. He was a preseason All-American in the nation, not just in Ncaa conference, but in the entire nation. So he has earned the right to shoot some shots that for most players would be questionable. For him, it's a good shot.
Right. Blamon is the Ncaa Player of the Year. He's a leading scorer on this Stockton team. He averages 17.8 points per game. And what Josh Blamon means to this Stockton Osprey team, if Josh Blamon can knock down, a couple shots here and there, who knows? He could gain high flammability, and he could move forward with it.
Now, speaking of Josh Blamon is highly flammable. He might as well be alcohol when you put him near a lighter because he's liable to catch fire with the smallest hint of a flame. Now, Kamal Walker, he is shooting 46% from the field overall, but he's shooting better at 48.4% from the three-point line. So Kamal Walker appears he needs to have a big game, as well as Max Matrani, who hit his first shot from the field, which was a three-pointer for Endicott College to give them their 3 points for the game at this point.
Stockton has 3 points each from Tom Catanoso and Josh Blamon. They both hit a three. Miles Rubin came into the game for Marcus Harmon. And Endicott trying to get a layup there. No good. He ran into a wall of Stockton defenders because we form a wall.
Just form a wall.
Just do it. And Max Matrani will try to settle it down for the goals. Matrani swings it over. Tell White. Ooh, nice ball movement here by the goals. Matrani working up against Carlton Whitehead. Matrani fires a deep three, in and out. Now he's fired up 3 threes. He's hit one of them, and his other 2 misses, in and out. Literally in and out. That's when you know a guy's a shooter.
Well, according to his stats, even though they say it's 49% here, on this stat sheet that I have, he's shooting 39.2% from the three-point line, which in the same case as his teammate Kamal Walker is impressive from the three-point line. He's shooting almost 40%. That's better than most of the players could ever hope to shoot from the three-point line.
Well, we have two teams here that like to take a lot of threes. I mean, Kamal Walker, that actually means he's hit 61 threes on the year. Okay. So, I mean, like, I messed up.
Now, that
there.
is correct.
Anthony Woodard with a layup, nice cut, nice backdoor cut, and he was fouled by Catanoso. And that gives Stockton an 8-3 lead. Whoa, oh, here come the goals. Wow. I think that was number 4, Daquan Sampson. Actually, no, it wasn't. It was
number 2.
It was Kamal Walker. It was Walker. He drew the foul on number 22, Anthony Woodard.
Now, speaking of Endicott College and whether they like to shoot threes or not, they have attempted to this point 673s on the year. That's 22nd in the nation. So yeah, they like to shoot a lot of threes. Now,
and so do the Ospreys. You know, they take a lot of threes.
Definitely, they always shoot threes, but sooner or later they either start off making them or they make them late in the game.
As Kamal Walker hits the first free throw, he's on the board with his first point. Kamal Walker, like I said, averaging 17.8 points per game. And his second free throw's up, and it's good.
Endicott College averages 10 threes per game, but as a team, they shoot 40% from the three-point line. So you got to wonder, they're just like the team we did last game. I believe that was Bates, that they shoot about 10 threes a game, but they shoot about 40% from three as a team. So what are you going to do? Tell them to stop shooting 40%?
Blamon inside, back out to Rubin, who finds Armin Kane. The jump shot, smooth. Put some butter on that, man. He's on a roll. As the old Stuart Scott saying from ESPN.
Now, Carlton Whitehead is on a roll to the rim.
Carlton Whitehead flips it up, no good. And the
Could
rebound.
not get the friendly roll from the basketball.
And the rebound to number 13, Stephen Baston, for the goals. Back comes Endicott the other way. Number 22, Andre Macris. He's from Southbury, Connecticut. In the turnover, and they give it to the Ospreys. 13:51 to play. Stockton up 10-5. Oh, you turned up the main feed, right? Okay, good. Miles Rubin. Nah, we're good. Here comes Endicott back the other way as Miles Rubin loses it, goes out of bounds. Here comes Endicott. Pull-up jumper, no good. Kamal Walker, no good. Kamal Walker.
Blamon, out of all the trees down there at 6'2", was the one guy to grab a rebound.
Out of all the trees. Look at you. Look at you. Armin Kane over to Miles Rubin. Rubin back to Kane. A triple. Armin Kane with a three.
Kane with a perfect aim from the three-point land, the top of the key. That's his shot.
Kane giving Endicott pain with that three. I like that. You like that one?
I like that one.
That was a good one. Stockton.
That's usually the one we use for Marcus Harmon. Harmon with the Harmon.
No.
Nah.
Kane with the pain.
No.
Stockton up 13-5. They got to stop. Here comes Blamon. Blamon, jump shot inside the arc. Good. Blamon with 5. Kane with 5.
Now, here are your updates as far as the teams go. Stockton is shooting 54.5% from the field.
Kamal Walker misses.
And Endicott College is shooting below 10% from the field.
Kane, a pull-up three. Oh, halfway down, but it popped back out. Oh, he pulled up from like 35 feet.
That's interesting. Endicott College with their last missed shot, and now with another missed shot, they're now at 7% from the field.
Oof, not a good start.
Stockton is 50% from the field.
Not a good start if you're Endicott, but still a lot of time for the goals to kind of work their way back into the game.
They're down big early, and that's not a good sign if you're in the NCAA tournament, no matter what level of basketball you're playing in. You do not want to go down big. You don't want to go down big at any point, but you definitely do not want to go down big early. You want to make the uphill climb as short as possible, possibly in the second half, so it's that much easier to get it back. You let a deficit like the 10-point deficit Endicott College faces against Stockton, let that go past a half. It's harder and harder to break that.
Darius Jerkins into the ball game, flips it up, fills it up. The freshman out of Summers Point, New Jersey, and Mainland High School, the 1,000-point scorer at Mainland, flips it up and fills it up. And Stockton now leads at 17-5. And Endicott.
Oh. Whitehead just committed a cardinal sin.
Yeah, he can't foul a jump shooter.
Now, Bittner will have some words for him when he finally comes over to the bench, because if there's one thing, that would be now. Yes, that would be now. And if there's one thing you were taught when you're on a basketball team, you do not foul a three-point shooter. And Carlton Whitehead, number 10 for the Stockton University Ospreys, just did exactly that. And that's not what you want to do. Now, it's 17-5, Stockton University with 11:48 left in this game. You're listening to 91.7 WLFR Pomona. You can listen to us via radio at www.wlfr.fm. I am Shree Phillips Keaton as the co-host with my regular host, Kai Carlin.
Yep.
Now, he will not be here to broadcast the game with me, as I will take the place as being the host. My co-host will be Carl McKay. Kai is going on vacation as of tomorrow around 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yep. Flight leaves at 12:37. I will land in Florida at precisely 3:14 and 30 seconds.
I think there should be like a money-back guarantee, kind of like how pizza used to, if they deliver to you in 30 minutes or more, you would get the order for free.
Oh,
you should get the plane ride for free if you're there at 3:18 instead of 3:17.
That'd be funny. Actually, we're scheduled. Our itinerary says we will land at 3:14.
Well, that would be 3:15 then. You're a minute late. You want your money back.
Like, hey, man, I want my $600. And no, I did not spend $600.
Okay, I almost wondered. I started getting worried.
I'm messing around.
You could break the bank with that one.
Nope, you can't.
As we thought, number 21, John Henold, would have broke the backboard with his free throw shooting.
Oh wow!
As he is only shooting, well, actually, that was a preconceived notion, because he's shooting 82% from the free throw line. He's hit 2 of his 3. He has his third one coming up right now. He now has 2 points for the game. Let's see if he can make it 3.
John Henold at the line, and he hits 2 out of 3s. He misses that third one.
It's always tough to hit that last one out of 3. It's always tough.
That's all right. Stockton still leads it 17-7. That's O'Neal Kendall. O'Neal Kendall flip it up. No good, and rebound Endicott.
That was a bad shot. Contested over somebody who's much taller than he is.
Number 13, Stephen Baston will bring it up for Endicott. Swing it over to... Oh! Come on. That's a clean block.
Now, that foul cannot be on number 33, Darius Jerkins for Stockton University. He was the one who got ball, and actually now...
It's on number 3, Marcus Harmon. That's his first.
Okay, so I don't have to be mad anymore.
It's okay. You don't have to be mad. It's all good. It is perfectly okay. But number 21, I think that's John Henold, will go back to the free throw line.
Ooh.
Off the back rim. He's missed his last 2 after hitting his first 2.
An 82% free throw shooter missed his last 2. He's only 2 of 4. Let's see if he can make it 3 for 5 or 2 of 5. Now, some stats updates. Stockton still is shooting 50% from the field. Endicott College is shooting, guess.
2%.
7.1% from the field.
Oh, that's close.
Now, from the three-point line, Stockton is 43%, whereas Endicott is 12.5.
They are. 12.5. Now, Stockton up 17-8 early, 11:24 to go. Here comes O'Neal Kendall. Screened by Darius Jerkins. Kendall finds Marcus Harmon. Harmon down low to Anthony Woodard. Back out to Harmon. Harmon. Woodard drives baseline. Flips it out to Armin Kane in the corner. Kane, nice move by Armin Kane.
Great move. Great slide-by dribble by Armin Kane. Now, when you're somebody like him who does not have elite quickness, but with good footwork can blow by anybody, as he did with that little slip-by dribble on his defender.
Number 2, Kamal Walker working against Josh Blamon. Walker back out to number 4, Daquan Sampson. Sampson will swing it over. Looking for somewhere to go with it, Endicott. Sampson loses it.
They say Daquan Sampson on this depth chart is 6'6", but he looks like he's about 6'9" out there. He's a lanky guy. He looks a lot bigger than what they list him at, 6'6".
He's a big guy. O'Neal Kendall over to Blamon. Oh, Blamon lost it. Picks it up. Good defense by Max Matrani. Blamon drives the lane. Flips it up. No good. Rebound is Endicott. With number 4, Daquan Sampson.
He just shrugged off Max Matrani.
Gets it to Kamal Walker. Walker to John Henold. Hennel loses it. However, picked up by Sampson.
Ooh.
Sampson and Walker saves it to Max Matrani when it was almost out of bounds.
What a great save. John Hennel could not get a feel for this ball. He just cannot get his game going as he drew the charge.
Nice.
Or the offensive foul, rather, with the illegal screen call. Armin Kane drew it. That's some toughness on his part. He's tough as nails out there for Stockton University.
Yes, he is. Number 23, Armin Kane, draws the offensive foul, and now give the ball back to the Ospreys. Did they call it on Hennel, or did they call it on Tell White?
They called it on Hennel. Hennel had the illegal screen call called on him, and he now has to come out of the game as he has... Well, now they're not showing his numbers up.
Hey, he's not up there. Stockton up. He came out of the game. Stockton up 19-8, 9:40 to go. Tom Catanoso. Does he know so?
Well, we will see.
Over to Josh Blamon. The pull-up. Good.
Blamon for two. That
was a two. It was
foot on the line.
It was a very deep two. 7 points now for Blamon. 7 points for Kane. And that's exactly what you want to see if you're Stockton.
Definitely. Now, the games we have covered recently, the past 2 or 3, it's either been Blamon or Kane that's got hot early, but now both of them are having their usual games early. Both players have 7, and Stockton University wants to win this first round NCAA tournament game. They need both of these guys to get off the snide early, and
absolutely.
They have.
Kamal Walker knocks down the 3 for Endicott. That's his first field goal. He's got 5 points, and Stockton leads it 21-11 with 9:13 to go in the first half. Again, the NCAA tournament. You're listening to 91.7 WLFR Pomona. The winner of this game will take on the Bates College Bobcats, and that will be tomorrow night. 91.7 WLFR Pomona will have the coverage here at the Big Blue Sports Center here at the Stockton University campus.
Here at the Stockton University campus, we love our basketball.
Yes, we do.
As a matter of fact, to all the Stockton fans that are listening to us via live stream or via radio at WLFR, your Stockton University Ospreys are ranked 17th in the nation out of 419 Division III men's basketball teams.
That's right.
Stockton is 17th.
Here comes
Blamon
a 3. In and no good. Rebound Woodard. Woodard to Harmon. Harmon, no good. The tip, good. Anthony Woodard tips it up and in. He's got 4 points, and Stockton leads it now 23-11 with 8:45 to go in the first half. Here comes Kamal White. He'll give it over to Stephen Basden, over to DeQuan Sampson and Max Matrani. Kamal Walker in the corner. Matrani, a 3. That's no good. Rebound is number 25, Tell White. Tell White. Sorry. Here comes Kamal Walker against Blamon. Walker.
And that's
an offensive foul.
Great call.
That's the first foul on Kamal Walker, and the charge was drawn by Marcus Harmon. Nice play by Harmon. Step in there, take the harm, plus the foul.
Now, quick stat update for you. Stockton is shooting still 50% from the field. Endicott College is doing better than before, but not good enough. They're only shooting 12.5% from the field, 20% from deep. Stockton is shooting 38% from deep. Endicott on the year shoots 40% from deep.
Kane, Armin Kane from downtown. 10 points for Armin Kane. And that's another triple for the Stockton Ospreys. They lead at 26-11. Jeez. I can feel the heat up here in the booth. That's a miss.
Definitely. We see some flammability on this court as Blamon with the big rebound gives it to Catanoso. Catanoso is so sweet to give it back to him.
Blamon loses
mishandled it.
Max Matrani has it. They're going to call a foul on Tom Catanoso. I don't know if I agree with that call, but hey, is what it is.
Well, that was a good foul by Catanoso, even if he did not mean it, because he stopped an Endicott College fast break, which surely would have resulted in two points or a foul.
Right. So Stockton leads at 26-11. 10 points by Armin Kane. 7 points from Josh Blamon, 4 points from Anthony Woodard, and Tom Catanoso has a 3 of his own. Stockton coming alive here in the NCAA tournament. Again, win or go home. Stockton's trying to put up another Final Four banner. Last time Stockton's been to the Final Four was in 2009. So it's been a while. It's been a little bit. It's been about 6 years. I think they're overdue.
Now, the good thing for Stockton University is Josh Blamon. He has 7 points. Is shooting 43% from the field. Both Anthony Woodard and Armin Kane are shooting 66% apiece. Anthony Woodard is 2 for 3. Armin Kane is 4 for 6, especially on that last three where he just pulled up like he was Stephen Curry or somebody like that. Now, from deep, Blamon is 1 for 4. Kane is 2 for 4. So you look at these numbers, and if you're Stockton University, you're in the driver's seat, and you're enjoying the ride.
Exactly. Stockton of 26-11. They have a home game here in the NCAA tournament as they are obviously hosting this matchup. They are the host location, the host city, the host college. Probably a winner. Probably going to win tonight.
Probably, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. Let's see if Endicott College can do what Bates College did in the previous game that we covered, where they were down big early and decided to turn it around and end up winning the game. I'm pretty sure Endicott will not do that, but there's always a chance in basketball. There's always a chance. That is what March Madness is all about.
Hey, man, it's March. It's NCAA tournament. It's called March Madness for a reason.
For a reason. I covered it in our previous broadcast. Kai, you know it as well as I do.
Max Matrani
with the push-off.
An offensive foul on Matrani. That'll turn the ball back over to the Ospreys.
Those sweet Jordans couldn't save you from drawing that foul, Max Matrani.
You and your sweet Jordans.
I mean, they are sweet, but I mean, I don't think Jordan pushed off any harder than that. Jeez.
Catanoso over to Blamon to Kane. Kane fires another three. Short. Wow, you hear the groan, the collective groan from the crowd on that.
Well, this crowd is into it here at
a block. Anthony Woodard with the block.
What the block?
Armin Kane to Miles Rubin. Rubin over to Tom Catanoso. 28 seconds showing on the shot clock. Catanoso to Anthony Woodard. Woodard flips it up, builds it up. 6 points for Woodard, and Stockton leads it 28-11. With 6 minutes and 54 seconds left in the first half.
Now, this is an absolute rout that Stockton University is putting on Endicott. They are just too much for the goals. The goals cannot stop the offensive weapons of Armin Kane, Anthony Woodard, and Josh Blamon. They're all playing great tonight, and that's tough to stop.
You know it is. Catanoso has it on the left wing. 17 seconds showing on the shot clock.
Woodard with the face-up.
Anthony Woodard, nice move. Oh, let's get ready to say count that baby and a foul.
Could not put it down, but he did draw the foul, so that is a positive for him. Now,
Woodard will head to the free throw line where he shoots 44% from the foul line.
Even though Anthony Woodard is the super senior for this team, we have seen him grow in offensive post footwork right before our eyes. I mean, the first broadcast we did of him earlier this year,
misses the first.
I believe was in early February or January, maybe?
Yep, January.
He did not have any footwork together, and just in our most recent games, he got the up and under. That he did the face-up and was able to drive to the rim. Anthony Woodard is improving right before our eyes.
You got to give Anthony Woodard credit. I mean, as he misses both, Anthony Woodard was kind of just a defensive-type player. Now he's really growing into, an all-around threat.
Man, was he a defensive-type player? I had to develop a term for him because of all his shot blocking. I mean, he was the ultimate rejector for the Stockton University team.
A bucket by John Henolt for the goals cuts the lead to 28-13. Miles Rubin over to Woodard. Blamon coming off a screen, gets it to him. Blamon trying to get something to go. Blamon drives the lane, gets stopped, kicks it back out to Miles Rubin, who will drive it, flip it up, no good, and the rebound out of bounds. They're going to say Stockton basketball.
And Miles Rubin thought he was fouled by an Endicott College defender, but the referee thought otherwise, did not call it for him, and Anthony Woodard will come out of the game in favor of number 33, Darius Jerkins.
In comes Darius Jerkins, like I said, the 1,000-point scorer over at Mainland and nearby Summers Point, about roughly 15 minutes from here. Rubin drives it, dumps it off to Jerkins. Carlton Whitehead. Woo! Carlton Whitehead from downtown. 31-13, Stockton Sharif.
31-13. Like I said, this is an absolute rout. This is just too much talent, too much quality of play.
Ball on the ground. The ball on the ground is a jump ball.
And that would be Stockton University.
Yup.
nothing can go right for the Endicott College Goals. Now, they are 23-5, but with respect, they do not play in the New Jersey Athletic Conference as does the Stockton University Ospreys, even though Endicott College plays in a tough conference of their own in the Commonwealth Coast Conference. I don't think they faced a team as good and well put together as Stockton University is.
Josh Blamon, nice move. Blamon flips it up, fills it up. Another bucket for Stockton. Blamon has 9 points as Blamon got inside with a series of moves, and now Stockton up 33-13. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Henault to Walker, 3-ball, short, and the rebound's Catanoso.
Oh, hit ahead, the Whitehead.
Catanoso wants to push. He'll stop. Blamon, 3-ball. It's good!
Stockton University can do no wrong as he does the James Harden 3-finger trail. Oh, no, not the munch him up one.
We're mixing up the pot. Josh Blamon for 3. He's got 12 points. And now Stockton is on an incredible run, up 36-13 to start this one. NCAA tournament, Stockton has come out ready to play.
Now, the way this is looking, this is an absolute thrashing that Stockton University is putting on Endicott College. Josh Blamon is 5 for 9 from the field, shooting 56%. He's 2 for 5 from deep, and he has 12 points. Armin Kane, I'm not even going to put out his scoring numbers because you know what? He is a leading rebounder so far with 6.
Wow.
With 6.
And I know he's got 10 points.
He has 10 points, and he's also 2 for 5 from deep, shooting 57% from the field, 4 of 7. He's been in there 12 minutes. I just thought the most impressive part of his stat line so far, he has 6 rebounds. He's leading the team in rebounds so far.
That, Armin Kane, that's pretty good because the fact that Armin Kane, he's only 6'2". You know, Endicott's got some big boys over here. Number 22, Andre Macris is 6'9". Carter Chickering is 6'8". Kamal Walker even. They got big guys on the squad.
Daquan Sampson is 6'6". He's about the perfect size, the average basketball player height. But all that hype's not helping him help his team make this comeback. They're down 23. It's 36-13. Stockton University over Endicott College with 4:46 left in this first half.
Kamal Walker has it up against O'Neal Kendall. He's fouled from behind by Tom Catanosa, who tried to strip Walker. And that will remain with the Endicott goals. It's almost as bad as the Gothic Knights.
And I believe after this game, they may want to look into a name change, maybe something more intimidating than the goals. At least say Seagulls for Pete's sake.
For Pete's Dragon. Goodness gracious.
As Max Matroni is looking for an outlet as if he needed to charge his phone. He couldn't find one.
John, you're back, man. You are back. Max Matroni trying to work against O'Neal Kendall. He's fouled.
And the ref is calling it tight right now.
Well, that looked a little ticky-tack to me, Sharif.
Definitely. That was a little nickel dimer we saw there. But
nickel dimer. Nickel dimer.
But the ref is calling it tight as you want the ref to call it consistently throughout the game. You don't want tempers to start flaring as Kendall is flaring as he has to go right back to the bench. Because he has 2 fouls, I believe.
He does.
He has 2 fouls, and he's a bench player. That's pretty big, as Max Matroni shoots 1 of 2.
Hits the first here in the 1-and-1. Max Matroni now with 4 points. He has 1 3. He had a couple threes that were halfway down and legitimately just popped back out.
Definitely. He's going to try and find his stroke from the 3-point line. He makes his second.
Matroni hits both, now 5 points.
Some stat updates for you.
But Stockton still leads at 36-15.
Stockton University is shooting 56% from the field. Endicott College is shooting 14% from the field. So Stockton University is locking all windows and doors, in the words of my colleague Kai Carlin says.
Blamon, jumper, no good. Rebound, Max Matroni. Max Matroni, 5'9". Hey, he's got some heart, man.
Definitely.
Matroni, that's another 3-point miss by Endicott. Here comes Stockton the other way. Carlton Whitehead, he's got a 3 of his own. Gives it to Blamon. Blamon, step back, that's a 2. Short.
Shooting some bad shots here.
We're going to call a loose ball foul, number 0, Miles Rubin. That'll be his first.
I think that was necessitated because Blamon shot such a quick shot. Ruben thought he was open and wanted at least a glare at him from Blamon. Blamon, he's hot, but he's feeling himself a little bit. He needs to start playing within himself again. So
yes,
Stockton keeps his lead. At this point, you're up 21 with 3:45 left in this first half. All you want to do is play solid so you can keep this lead. You don't want to be like St. Vincent and give up a lead and then be down by 20 points. As Endicott is right now.
Well, I think what Stockton wants to do, since they're home, they got the home crowd on their side, I really think what Blamon really wants to do is try to just, get the crowd out of their feet. Let's try to intimidate Endicott.
Definitely. Now, Stockton University is at home here at Big Blue, also known as the Sports Center here at Stockton University. And I believe what you said is correct. Blamon is playing to the crowd, but in a game such as an NCAA first-round tournament game, you do not want to play to the crowd until the game is over. You want to play your game. You want to play it the way you've been playing it all year. That's what got you here to this stage in the first place. That's what he needs to remember. But he's a senior. He'll get it together.
Also, he's the Ncaa Player of the Year. So, I mean, he's the best player in that conference. In my opinion, I think he's the best player, then all the games we've covered, all the Division III games we've watched, nobody compares to Josh Blamon.
Not with the way he's shooting and the way he's scoring. I mean, his patented shot is a jab step three-pointer.
It is.
So, I mean, what Division III basketball player do you see patenting that move? I mean, most guys only got like one way to score. Blamon can drive to the rim. He usually uses that as the second option of scoring because his three-pointer is so lethal and deadly and highly flammable.
Highly flammable. Carlton Whitehead looking for somewhere to go with it. And he turns the ball over.
Bad pass to Armin Kane.
Here comes Kamal Walker. Jumper, turnaround, good. And now Endicott scored 6 points in a row. And now Kamal Walker now has 9 points for the goals. Stockton up 36-19. 3:18 to go in this first half. Carlton Whitehead hopefully will, be a little more careful with the basketball.
Definitely. He doesn't. Max Petrani is on him like.
Oh, there's another turnover by Whitehead. Try to get to Miles Rubin. And that's now 2 straight turnovers by Carlton Whitehead.
He may need to take a seat.
That's a second foul also on Miles Rubin. Well, Scott Bittner doesn't look like he's making any changes. Oh, here we go. Speak of the devil, here's a change.
Hey, man.
Can
you disagree with my judgment?
I can. O'Neal Kendall will come in for Miles Rubin.
Actually, you can, because Kendall did not come in the game for Whitehead. He came in for Miles Rubin.
He did.
So now Stockton University is going small for this 3-minute and 6-second stretch left in the first half.
And number 25, Tell White at the line for the 1-and-1, and he hits the first free throw. Endicott on a 7-0 run. They've cut the lead down to 16. One more free throw coming for Tell White. Second free throw is up, no good. And rebound is Anthony Woodard. He'll give it over to O'Neal Kendall.
Well, somebody should have told Tell White that they were in for a battle, and they're losing right now big. They need some reinforcements.
Kendall over to Whitehead. Whitehead has it for Stockton. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Finds Armin Kane. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Kane to Whitehead. Corner three. In and out. Rebound. Endicott. Back come the goals. Get it to Tell White streaking up floor. White misses, and the rebound is Woodard. He'll get it to Carlton Whitehead. Whitehead loses it again. However, gets it back. He'll drop it off to Anthony Woodard. Swings it up to Josh Blamon, and Blamon will settle things down.
Stockton University has some shaky ball handling right now. Carlton Whitehead nor O'Neal Kendall can find the handle of the basketball.
Kane. Armin Kane.
Kane sure found the handle of that rim, though, as he hit that sweet mid-range jumper, about a 15-footer.
Put some butter on that man because he is on a roll. He has 12 points. Stockton up 38-20. Max Matrani back up to Daquan Sampson. 3-ball, no good. Rebound, Carlton Whitehead.
That sure didn't look like that was his shot. Daquan Sampson on the year is shooting 40% from three, so I must eat my words again.
You must.
He's shooting 40% from the three-point line.
Whitehead to Woodard, back cut by Armin Kane. Armin Kane again, 14 points for Kane. Timeout, Endicott coach Kevin Betancourt. And the goals find themselves down 40-20 with a minute 40 to play in the half. Sharif, what have you seen from Stockton so far?
What I've seen from Stockton is not only have they doubled Endicott's score of 20 by getting 40, Stockton University is playing great man-to-man defense. Endicott cannot figure out this defense. They either get deflected shots or deflected passes, and they just can't find an open shot except for a Hail Mary 3.
Exactly. That was pretty much it.
Matroni can't get off the snide. Kamal Walker is starting to find his groove, but he's not finding it soon enough as his team is down 20. Stockton is up 40-20 with 1:40 left in this first half. Let's see what Endicott can do in these less than 2 minutes left.
Well, here come the goals back the other way out of the timeout. Kamal Walker has it on the right wing. He rejected the screen from number 22, Andre Macris. He'll get it to Macris for a 3. No good. And the rebound, Blamon. He'll give it over to O'Neal Kendall.
Now, what I see is Endicott is taking bad shots, whereas Stockton University is taking good shots. But what I do see from Stockton University that's developing is that they cannot find a solid ball handler unless it's one of the scorers, Blamon or Kane. Woodard even mishandled a pass, throwing it almost into Kamal Walker's hands as if it was a Christmas present.
Blamon almost threw a pass, like you said. It was almost a turnover. However, Endicott bobbled it out of bounds. Stockton up 40-20. Armin Kane has it on the the sideline, and he'll throw it in to O'Neal Kendall. Kendall working against Max Matroni. Kendall jabs into the lane, turns it over.
Turns it over once again to Kamal Walker. He finally got that Christmas present he was looking for.
Kamal Walker, they're going to call a foul on O'Neal Kendall.
That's his second.
And it looked to me like that was a jump ball. It looked like Kendall had all ball to me.
Definitely. From this press box that we are doing the game in, that looked like a jump ball in my opinion, but Kendall could not get the favor of the ref. He called a foul on him. That's 2 on him for the game.
He's a hater. And Kamal Walker at the free throw line. First free throw's up, and it's good. 10 points for Kamal Walker.
I'm not sure if he can be a hater. Everything is going Stockton University's way so far. They're up 40-21 on Endicott College with 53 seconds left in this first half. Kendall's just having a rough game, as is Whitehead. They cannot find a handle for the ball. They're either mishandling it or they're throwing a bad pass.
Walker hits both.
Into either Endicott College players' arms or just out of bounds.
Kamal Walker has 11 points. He has half of Endicott's 22 points. Stockton up 40-22. 42 seconds to play.
It appeared Blamon wants an isolation.
Blamon on the ISO. Drives baseline, gets double teamed. However, they're going to call a foul on number 13, Stephen Basden, a sophomore guard out of Lynn, Massachusetts, and Governor's Academy High School.
Now, he was incredulous at that call, which I'm not sure why. If anything, he just grabbed Blamon by the shoulders and tried to give him a fatherly hug.
A fatherly doll. So Stockton up 40-22. Josh Blamon to the free throw line to try to improve on his 12 points.
Zavon Johnson and Darius Jerkins come into the game to finish out these 36 seconds left in the game. Let's see if one of those players can score. Darius Jerkins already has with 2 points of his own with a sweet right-handed hook early in the game when he first came in.
Blamon on the 1-and-1. First free throw, good. Josh Blamon is an 88% free throw shooter. So, I mean, he's at the line. He knocks him down normally.
Definitely. And Stockton University will need every bit of that free throw shooting as he can put him up by 20 with this free throw.
Blamon, second free throw off the back rim. It will go into the hands of Stephen Basden. Basden will swing it over to Kamal Walker. Walker defended by Zavon. Little Zavon Johnson. Walker will swing it over to Tell White, and he'll get into the hands of John Hinault. 18 seconds showing on the game clock. 15 seconds left to play.
Zavon Johnson is playing tight man-to-man defense on Kamal Walker. He doesn't want Walker to get off a shot.
We're down to 10 seconds. Max Matroni tries to drive the lane. They're going to call a foul. Number 10, Carlton Whitehead. With 7 seconds left. And Stockton, well, that will send Max Matroni to the line as Endicott. They're in the double bonus. So they'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Max Matroni.
Now, I will admit, Max Matroni, in addition to his sweet red and black Jordans, he's a tough cover out there at 5'9". He's a little guy out there.
He has quick feet. Up and good.
The only player on the Stockton University roster who could probably keep up with him foot for foot would be Zavon Johnson and Honor Kendall. Zavon Johnson is currently in the game, but he was not guarding Matrani. He was guarding Kamal Walker. So we'll see if that lineup will change in the second half.
Second free throw is up, and it's good. Stockton leads it 41-24. 7 seconds to play in this first half. Blamon will throw it in.
Number 11, Drew Sawyer, comes into the game in replacement of Max Matrani.
Blamon to Carlton Whitehead. 3 seconds showing. Carlton Whitehead's got to get it off. Blamon, 3 at the buzzer. No good. No good. I believe the officials waved it off late anyway. But that'll be your first half. It's halftime here at Big Blue in the NCAA tournament. Division III basketball. Stockton leads Endicott 41-24. Armin Kane leads the Ospreys with 14 points. Josh Blamon has 13. Anthony Woodard has 7, I believe. And on the Endicott side, Kamal Walker has 11, and Max Matrani has 7 for the Endicott goals. You're listening to 91.7 WLFR Pomona. Stockton up 41-24. Kai Carlin, Sharif Keaton. We'll be right back. Is it up? Sorry.
Now, Kai, this is a stat for you. I mean, I personally do not. I'm in favor of it, but you know about my advanced stats bias. Armin Kane has a 24 efficiency rating.
Yes, he does.
So I don't know how you feel about that one. I'm pretty sure you love it.
I'm loving that right now. I'd love to hear that. That's a 3 from on the way from Endicott. That's a miss. However, the goals will grab the offensive rebound. Number 2, Kamal Walker, fadeaway jumper, no good. It will go out of bounds to the Stockton University Ospreys in this NCAA tournament matchup. Stockton leads 52-32 with 16-17 to go in this one. The winner of this one will take on Bates College tomorrow night here in the second round of the NCAA tournament. Bates defeated St. Vincent's earlier 92-80.
Now, what kind of game would that transpire into with you got the duo of Josh Blamon and Armin Kane and the duo of, in our previous game, Fort Bates College, which is Graham Sadford and Mike Bornazian. That's a game for spontaneous combustion all over Big Blue, not just in the main court.
Exactly. As Anthony Woodard scores on the layup to push Stockton's lead to 54-32. It'll be a good matchup. You know, Josh Blamon, Armin Kane, they're two very good scorers. On the other end, I mean, if Stockton wins this game, they'll take on Bates. There's another miss from deep for Endicott. The rebound will come out to Tom Catanoso. But for Bates,
Armin Kane streaking like a wide receiver.
There goes Armin Kane on the layup.
Now that was world-class speed shown by Armin Kane as he streaked up the left side of the basketball court, right up Tom Catanoso's alley and got a layup.
Oh, that's a walk. That is a walk. But as I was going to earlier, Stockton with two very good scorers like Armin Kane and Josh Blamon. It's a timeout on the floor. It's 15-18 to play. Stockton up 56-32, their largest lead of the night. But to go up against two guys like Mike Bornazian and Graham Stanford for Bates. Sanford, remember, in the game that me and you broadcasted before this one, Graham Sanford went for a career-high 30 points.
He did. He had a career night tonight. Here at 5:30, he showed everybody why he can lead his team to victory just by himself. He had 30. Him and Mike Bornazian had 58 of the combined 92 points that Bates College had.
Right. They both went off. And then here for Stockton, Kane's got 22. Blamon has 18. And if Stockton holds on to win this game to go to advance and take on Bates tomorrow night, Stockton, you know, it would be a good matchup. I mean, I'm going to be sad I'm not going to be able to broadcast this one.
Well, I'm sure you can listen and witness the magic, as I like to say when I post on my Facebook page for Stockton fans, because I'm sure you will be listening.
Of course.
I'm sure you will be listening and let me know what I mess up on, especially if I forget to turn this live stream back to 12 o'clock like I did just now. But
John Heck wasn't happy with us.
Here is a statistical update. Endicott College has 11 turnovers.
Oof,
right now, and for the year, they in turnover margin they turn the ball over more than their opponent on the usual. Now I can get you their actual turnover stats.
Tom Catanoso, in the meantime, will bring the ball up for Stockton.
They turn the ball over 14 times a game. They already have 11, so they're...
Tom Catanoso banks it up and in. 5 points for Catanoso. He knows so, Sharif.
So like St. Vincent, they are turning the ball over at a much larger rate than they are used to. As they
That was almost another turnover. Stephen Baston for 3. No good. Rebound. Blamon. Here comes Blamon streaking
Kane again streaking, but Blamon uses the Euro step to draw the foul on Stephen Baston, who just chalked up that 3.
Nope. They're going to call a travel on Josh Blamon.
Ooh. That move was so good, the ref saved it for later. He called him for the travel.
Now, my thing is, I think Blamon really wanted to get the ball to Armin Kane, but I think he lost the ball late, and it forced him to fall into a travel.
He wanted to give the ball to Kane, who was looking for a lane to the basket.
To bring the pain on the Endicott.
One and the same, Kai.
That's a good way to finish it off. Here comes Endicott the other way. Stephen Baston has it. He'll drive the lane, flip it up. No good. Rebound, Miles Rubin. He'll give it over to Carlton Whitehead.
That was Drew Sawyer, number 11, the sophomore guard for Endicott College Goals. Put up a floater. It was off.
Excuse me. Miles Rubin has it top of the key. Swing it over to Anthony Woodard. Woodard will try to get to Tom Catanoso. Now he does. 15 seconds showing on the shot clock. Catanoso to Rubin. Rubin drives the lane, flips it up, fills it up. Nice play by Miles Rubin. First bucket of the night for Rubin. This lead is stretched to 60-32. A 3-ball for the goals. That is through. That is number 22, Andre Macris, the senior forward out of Southbury, Connecticut.
Wow, it's a big boy to be shooting from the 3-point line. He's 6'9" out there.
Catanoso flips it up, fills it up. Good answer by the Ospreys. 62-35 Stockton. Kamal Walker drives the lane. He'll throw it back out. That's a 3-ball. No good. Rebound, Kamal Walker. Walker will dump it down. That is Drew Sawyer?
Drew Sawyer, yes.
Yep, that is Drew Sawyer.
Drew Sawyer drew the foul, and he will go to the free throw line for his 2 foul shots as he drew the foul on Anthony Woodard. That's the second on the forward senior for Stockton University. Now, Drew Sawyer is averaging 67.6% from the free throw line, so he will more than likely miss 1, if not 2.
Sawyer misses that first one off the back rim. Now, here's something, Sharif. Endicott averages 78.8 points per game. Right now, with 13-18 left in the second half, they have 35.
You times that by 2 or a little less than 2, they would only have 70 points. That would be 9 points below their average. So they're having a below average game on offense and on defense, as they only allow 66 points per game to their opponents, or 67. Stockton already has 62.
With 13 minutes and 10 seconds to go. And also with Stockton, even on their own, they only average 66.7 points a game, and they're only at 62. It's been a perfect game, riled up here by these Stockton Ospreys. Miles Rubin misses that jump shot. Back come the goals the other way. Walker over to Macris. Andre Macris against Darius Jerkins.
Ooh,
that looked like a travel to me.
Travel to me.
Hey, ball don't lie. He missed the shot. Rebound, Rubin.
I thought that was only on free throws, Kai.
Hey, ball don't lie.
Ooh.
Catanoso try to get to Jerkins.
Too tough of a pass by Catanoso to Jerkins.
Goes out of bounds off of Darius Jerkins.
He would have had to have hands like Andre Johnson in the NFL to be able to catch that basketball.
Or Calvin Johnson.
Anywho.
Hey-oh. Stockton up 62-36. Another 3 by Andre Macris. Yeah, that's his second 3. That cuts the lead to 62-39 with 12:24 to go in the second half. Whitehead is fouled.
He's fouled by Drew Sawyer. That is his first foul for the game. He only has 1 point as he made one from the free throw line and also missed one, as Armin Kane will come into the game for Tom Catanoso. And Kane will be the inbounder to Whitehead, who will more than likely face this full-court Endicott college pressure.
If you're Stockton, you got to realize that there's still a lot of time left. I mean, sure, you're up by 23, but there's still a lot of time left, and Endicott's going to be playing for their lives. As Josh Blamon with a turnover, they're going to call a foul, actually, on the goals.
So it wasn't a turnover. He was actually fouled by
Kamal Walker. That's his third.
He will have to come out of the game. Actually, I'm not sure if that's a smart move if I'm the coach of Endicott College.
That'd be Kevin Betancourt.
Kevin Betancourt. I mean, there's 12 minutes left in this game. Your star player has 3 fouls. You might as well keep him in the game for the stretch run. You need him right now. You're down 23. It can't get any worse than this.
Carlton Whitehead looking for somewhere, finds Josh Blamon. Blamon, top of the key, fires a 3. It's through. Too easy out here. Too easy. Josh Blamon with another triple, and his degree of difficulty on these shots. He always has a hand or 2 hands in his face. It's crazy.
But I will tell you, he practices his jump shot day in and day out, just in case of situations like that. He either hits the jab step for the 3-pointer or open 3-pointer. It's the same level of difficulty to him. To us, it looks like it's hard. To him, it's easy. It's too easy. And gave him 2 easy 21 points for the game.
21 points for Josh Blamon, 22 for Kane. Stockton leads at 65-39 with 11:46 to go in this one. Another timeout call by the Endicott goals. They only have 2 timeouts left. So And there's still 11:46 left in this game. Stockton has really just broke this game wide open, and it really started from the beginning.
Definitely. It started from the beginning. The largest lead that Stockton has had on the Endicott College Goals has been
28, I think.
28. Their largest lead was 28. The score at that time was 60-32. It is now 65-39. Stockton University with 11:46 left in this game. You are listening to 91.7 WLFR Pomona. You can listen to us via radio at our website at www.wlfr.fm if you want to hear the golden voices of me and my host, Kai Carlin.
Absolutely. I mean, who wouldn't want to listen to us?
Haters. I don't know. Who else? Who else but haters? I mean,
haters.
Don't got time for them.
Haters. Can't deal with it.
Now, you can also listen to me and my co-host tomorrow will be Carl McKeag at www.wlfr.fm as we will be broadcasting the winner of this game between Stockton University and Endicott College. The winner of this game will play Bates College to make it out of the second round and make it deeper into the NCAA tournament. I believe that would be the Sweet 16.
I believe so. And 2 free throws by Endicott. 1 free throw is off. One free throw is good. The second free throw is not. That was number 25, I believe. Nope, it wasn't. Not sure who that was. Oh, it was number 11, Drew Sawyer. Sawyer hit 1 of 2, and Stockton's up 65-40. Blamon over to Kane in the corner. Kane looking to drive baseline. Try to get to Darius Jerkins. Goes through the leg of an Endicott defender into the hands of Jerkins. Flips it up. Fills it up. 4 points now for Darius Jerkins. Jerkins can put the ball in the hoop. Remember, this guy was a 1,000-point scorer at Mainland in high school here in nearby Somers Point, New Jersey.
Definitely. He knows what he's doing around the hoop. As he showed on that reverse layup.
Absolutely. Another turnover here. Stockton comes back the other way. Carlton Whitehead has it in the corner. He'll get into Jerkins. Jerkins out to Rubin. Kane, another 3. Oh, my goodness.
Even when he misses, it's so pure and sweet off the rim with the kiss.
Halfway down, let it pop back out. And back comes Endicott the other way. Drew Sawyer has it. Sawyer over to number 22. Back to Sawyer. Sawyer back to Max Matrani. Matrani on the step back, and he draws the foul on Armin Kane. Now be his first foul.
And I believe that was in the act of shooting, so Max Matrani will go to the line.
No, it's on the act of shooting.
For 2 foul shots. Yeah, that's what the rest will go with. Now, Max Matrani is shooting 79.3% from the free throw line, so he will more than likely make his 2 foul shots.
That's depressing. Matrani hits the first. 8 points for Max Matrani. Stockton up 67-41 with 10:34 to go. Matrani trying to keep Endicott in this one. Remember, it's win or go home. In the NCAA tournament, you get 1 shot. If you win, you move on. If you lose, that's it. You got to go home. You got to go back.
Definitely. Now, I think it's ironic if Endicott was to lose this game because they started their season winning big at Leslie. They won that game 95-44.
Ooh.
That was to start off their season. And if they lose this game, they'll probably lose it by 20. They've never lost the game by that much.
Carlton Whitehead, top of the key, working for Stockton. He'll give it over to Armin Kane. Kane looking for somewhere. Good defense by Endicott. Kane dump it down, try to get to Marcus Harmon. However, good defense by Max Matrani. And he'll go out of bounds to the Ospreys. Matrani's 5'9". Marcus Harmon 6'5". Give Matrani a lot of credit. The kid's 5'9", but he has really come to play.
He has heart, as you said earlier. He has heart. And heart is what you need. That's a lot more important. You need the intangibles to play college basketball.
Tom Catanoso over to Jerkins. Nice move by Jerkins. Pump fake at the free throw line. Drives to the rim. Flips it off glass. No good. Rebound Max Matrani. Back come the Endicott goals. Matrani has it off the pass from Chris Limpscomb. He'll swing it over to Kamal Walker. Walker drives the lane. Flips it up good.
As Kamal Walker took the advantage of that switch as Darius Jerkins was late getting back on defense, so he had to guard the speedy guard for Endicott College as Max Matrani with the swipe.
Catanoso loses it. Matrani Three ball, no good. And rebound.
He should have hit Daquan Sampson with the alley-oop.
With Carlton Whitehead, and they're going to call a foul on Matrani. That's a fourth team foul on the goals. That's a second foul on Max Matrani. 9 minutes, 29 and a half to play in the half. Stockton up 67-44. On their way to a meeting with Bates College tomorrow night here at the Big Blue Sports Center.
Now, here are some statistical updates for you. Stockton University is shooting 58.3% from the field. Endicott College is shooting 24.4% from the field. So you can see why this is an absolute rout by the Stockton University Ospreys upon Endicott College.
Stockton really has just played a complete game. Offensively, defensively. Defensively, they've locked all windows and doors. Offensively, they've been executing perfectly. And you can see why that Stockton is in the lead here. They're up 67-44. That's a foul on number 21, I believe, John Hennel. Nope, it'll be on it will be on John Hennel. That'll be his third on John Hennel. Stockton up 67-44, like I said, 9:02 to play. And it's NCAA tournament matchup. You're listening to 91.7 WLFR Pomona. Kai Carlin, Sharif Keaton here on the call. Armin Kane has it. He'll swing it over to Tom Catanoso.
Tom Catanoso is facing tight man-to-man pressure by Max Matrani. Catanoso is looking for somebody to pass to. It looks like Harmon, who's posting up down low. He's posting up on Chris Lincecum. Gives it to Woodard for the short 12-footer. And was short.
Go ahead, Sharif.
Was short, and Catanoso cuts off Matrani from getting any further to the rim. Lipscomb shoots a three. Caught all air and no rim. Whitehead draws the foul on number 13, Stephen Babston. Now, Carlton Whitehead will go to the foul line for his two free throws. He is shooting over 90% from the free throw line this year, which is second on the team. Actually, is first on the team, and the guy right behind, who's not far behind at 88%, is Josh Blamon, who's ready to come in the game. Four, I believe, will be Tom Catanoso. And oh no, he's coming in the game for Carlton Whitehead. He's coming in for the shooter. Carlton Whitehead still has to take his second shot. He made his first.
Stockton up 68-44, 8:26 to play. Carlton Whitehead is at the line. First free throw is up. It's through. 5 points for Carlton Whitehead now. Whitehead shoots 94% from the foul line.
And that looked like the stroke of a 94% free throw shooter as he nailed those two, and there was no question about it. Except, on the other end, Endicott College has a lot of questions with no answers.
Stockton up 69-44, 8:14 to play. A miss from Endicott's number 2, Kamal Walker. 8:08 to play now. Stockton up 69-44. The beat goes on for the Ospreys. Endicott really having just a rough time getting an open look. Tom Catanoso over Anthony Woodard into the paint. Back out to Catanoso. Catanoso loses it, picks it back up.
Some heavy pressure by Kamal Walker. Kamal Walker is trying to will his team into the game, but it cannot happen as Blamon is sizing up Babston.
Another three for Josh Blamon. The flammability, Sharif.
Josh Blamon cannot be tamed. I mean, Stephen Babston tried to be the worker at a zoo, and he just could not keep Josh Blamon caged for long.
72-44 Stockton. 7:25 to play in the second half.
That's Woodard's third foul.
Ooh. Yeah, third foul for Anthony Woodard. That's 8. Woodard does have 8 points. Tom Catanoso has 7. Marcus Harmon still yet to score, and Marcus Harmon averages 7.6 points per game and 3.7 blocks per game, Sharif.
Exactly, and even though Marcus Harmon has not gotten off the snide from a scoring standpoint, he has done everything else that his team has needed him to do, which was to rebound and play defense. Now, he hasn't scored, but Blamon, Kane, and Woodard have done all the scoring this team needs. At this point, you're up 72-44 over Endicott College at 7:25 left in this game. You don't need to score anymore. You're already above your average.
You don't. You're up 72-44. There's 7:25 left in this game. And like I said before, Stockton, they need to realize though that there's still a lot of time left. There's 7:25 left in this game. Sure, they're still up 72-44, but Endicott is still going to play for their lives. You know, if they lose, they're done. That's it.
Definitely. If you lose, it's it. And that is the sad part about the NCAA tournament, because a lot of people wish it was you at least got one more try, but that's not what life is about. Sometimes life, you only get one more chance. That's the beauty of college basketball. You see who will step up and you see who will not step up. And in this matchup, Stockton University stepped up big.
7:24 to play. Max Matrani on the shot. No good. Rebound is Armin Kane. Kane loses it. However, gets it back up.
Oh, that's a backcourt violation.
Yes, it will be. As he tries to get Canoso, it's a backcourt violation. It will be Endicott basketball.
Now, Armin Kane was pressured, but he committed a cardinal sin, as did Catanoso earlier, by dribbling to the corner. Catanoso has done that in previous games that we have covered him. Armin Kane has not done that, usually because he is not the primary ball handler. However, on that offensive surge, he was, and dribbled himself into some trouble, and that necessitated the backcourt violation.
Kamal Walker is fouled by number 14. Carl O'Neal Kendall, that's his third foul. Stockton up 72-44. 7:07 to play here at the Big Blue Sports Center. Again, the winner of this matchup will go on to take on Bates College tomorrow night. Bates defeated St. Vincent 92-80 earlier, led by Graham Safford, who scored a career-high 30 points earlier, and Mike Bornasian, who scored 22 points.
22 points and 30 points. That is 52 of the 92 that Bates College scored. So you know those two players are the main attractions for that team. And here at Big Blue, the main attractions for Stockton University are Josh Blamon and Armin Kane, who Armin Kane has 22 points. Josh Blamon has 24, I believe.
Yep, he does have 24. And I'm telling you right now, when you have two guys score 20 points in the same game, you got a pretty good shot at winning.
Definitely. If you do not win when two of the main guys on your team score 20 points apiece and more, you just played a tough team. Endicott does not fit that profile, however, as they are down big. They are down 28 points with just over 7 minutes left in this game. Josh Blamon is taking a rest, whereas Kane laughing it up with Woodard over there. I guess they're laughing up about who's going to be celebrating the hardest after the game.
Number 22, Andre Macris with the miss. They're going to call a foul on Matrani, who a loose ball foul, and as Tom Catanoso ended up on the ground.
Now, that right there was frustration at its most evident by Max Matrani. His team was blown out early, and they have not recovered. They are a patient that is about to start flatlining right now. They have not gotten it together. And I mean, that was a bold comparison. But Max Matrani and Kamal Walker have done all they could for their team, but just 44 points cannot do it. It can't do it in the NCAA tournament. Max Matrani himself only has 9 points. Kamal Walker has 16 points. So those two high scorers have not been able to get off the snide. Kamal Walker averages 18 points a game. Max Matrani averages 13 points a game. So you can see where the drop-off starts and now where it ends in about 7 minutes.
7 minutes left in this game. Against Tom Catanoso hit one of two free throws. Stockton's in the bonus now. It'll be the 1-and-1 bonus. That's a miss by Max Matrani, John Hennel, and now it'll be Stockton back the other way. Tom Catanoso has it.
Facing tough pressure by Hennel. Hennel got to get his hands off him. Ooh.
Armin Kane takes a spill. They're going to call a foul.
Savon Johnson, I believe.
Oh, Savon?
Williams. Savon Williams.
Savon's in the game.
And now Zavon comes into the game. So Zavon and Savon come into the game. Savon, that begins with an S, is at the free throw line. He will take 2 foul shots as Endicott is in the 1-and-1 bonus. So he will have to make his first one if he would like his second one.
Savon Williams has yet to make a free throw this year. He's 0 for 1 from the foul line this year. Now make it 0 for 2 as he misses the front end of the 1-and-1. And back come the goals. 6.5 to play in the half. Stockton up 73-44. Tell White swings it over. You know, you got to give Endicott, some type of credit. I mean, they played hard. They played really hard as they ran to a buzzsaw tonight. I mean, Stockton on their home floor, that's a three hoisted by John Henold, missed rebound Endicott. But you got to give them credit. They've come in here, they've given it their all. But like I said, they ran to a buzzsaw. That is the Stockton Ospreys, one of the better teams in all Division III basketball. They're the Ncaa champions. They got the Ncaa Player of the Year in Josh Blamon. They got another very good player right next to him in Orman Kane. And, just it happens. And Endicott, I still think they got a pretty good squad. They ran into a better team tonight.
Definitely. They ran into a much better team tonight. Now, on paper, you would not think that Stockton University would be beating Endicott College by now 28 points as number one Joel Villa hits his first of 2 foul shots. You would not think Stockton University would be blowing them out as Elton Morris, the senior for Stockton University, comes into the game. This is his first appearance in the game, and he does not get a rebound as Darius Jerkins gets it. But all the new players coming off the bench for Stockton University will come in to have a taste of this first round NCAA tournament action as their team is in comfortable position.
Savon Williams dumps it down to Darius Jerkins, and Jerkins with another nice move around the basket. He's got 6 points, and Stockton's lead now grows to 30. 75-45. 6 points now for Jerkins. Andre Macris on the other end. Count that, baby. And a foul. Macris on the layup. And he's fouled. He'll head to the line for one more. 8 points now for Macris. The foul's on Darius Jerkins. That'll be his first. 5.5 to play in the half. Stockton is on their way to a meeting with Bates College tomorrow night.
Now, what I found was the most crippling part
the free throw.
Was the most crippling part for Endicott College.
What's that?
Was that they only allow 67 points a game on the year. Stockton now has 75 points.
And there's still 5 minutes to go.
Exactly.
Zavon Johnson dumps it down to Darius Jerkins. Goes swing it back up top to O'Neal Kendall. Kendall, the freshman out of Williamstown, New Jersey, will swing it over to Savon Williams. Back to Kendall. O'Neal Kendall will dump it down to Darius Jerkins. Jerkins to Savon Williams. Savon into the lane, try to get it down to number 41, Elton Morris, but it goes out of bounds to the Endicott goals.
What I also found surprising was that Endicott College is 36th in the nation in scoring offense by scoring 79 points a game on average. They only have 48 points right now.
Well, as I said at the top of the broadcast, Stockton only gives up 59 points per game. They're one of the better defensive teams in all of Division III. And like you said, Endicott's one of the better offensive teams in all of Division III, scoring roughly 79 points per game. So I said at the top of the broadcast, something's got to give here. You got a very good offensive team. You got a very good defensive team, as that's an and-one play by Endicott. Number 21, John Henold. He now has cracked double digits. He's got 10 points with one more free throw coming. A foul on number 2, Zavon Johnson. So, like I said, something's got to give. And I guess tonight, Endicott's offense gave in tonight.
Too little, too late, though, John Henold. Even though he's given it all he can, as Kamal Walker and Max Petrani have come out of the game, because this game is all but done with 5 minutes elapsed. This game will be over, and Stockton University will advance to face Bates College in the second round of this NCAA tournament of this region here at Stockton University at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. I will be the host of that broadcast, and my co-host will be Carl McCaig, who has done previous broadcasts with me, just like Kai has.
That's a 3-ball by number 21, John Henold. Again, he's now got 14 points. Stockton leads 75-54 with 4:12 to go. Stockton is trying to milk the clock. Trying not to. Whoa, out of bounds. Whoa.
Now, if you're number 14, O'Neal Kendall, the freshman 5'10" point guard for Stockton University, when you bring the ball up court, you only want to bring the ball up down the middle if you are facing full court pressure, which he was on that possession. You never want to dribble up the sidelines because you are more susceptible for the double team trap or triple team if teams are really overzealous.
Stockton up 75-54. We're in a timeout with 4:06 to play. If you're just joining in, you missed all the action. This game was pretty much over about early second half.
Definitely. I mean, the way I saw it, this game was pretty much over halfway through the first half when Stockton was up by at least 20 points at one point. Now, Stockton University is up 21 points up on Endicott College. 4:06 left in this game. You are listening to 91.7 WLFR Pomona. And if you are listening to us via radio, or if you're not, you can go to our website at www.wlfr.fm for all of your sports broadcasting needs.
4 minutes to go. 4 minutes until Stockton meets up with Bates. Number 32, Matt Neese is in the game for Endicott. Here come they're going to call a foul on Elton Morris out on the perimeter.
Elton Morris playing a little too close to number 22, Andre Macris, the senior 6'9" forward for Endicott College, as they will call a timeout.
It's a timeout on the floor. It's on the under 5 timeout. 3:50 to go now. Stockton up 75-54. Like I said, if you're just joining in, you missed all the action. You missed all of it. And Armin Kane, 22 points. Josh Blamon, 24 points. Those are your two leaders. And I think they're the only guys scoring double figures tonight.
I believe so. I can check here via www.sidearmstats.com, which is the statistical system that Stockton University uses for their games. Right now, Blamon and Kane seem like the only ones scoring in double digits, and I'm going to check if that's correct. And right about now, yes, they are the only guys scoring in double digits. Blamon with 24, Kane with 22. The next leading scorer after Kane is Tom Catanoso with 8 points.
Yeah, Catanoso
and Woodard with 8 points too.
Woodard has 8. Jerkins has 6. I mean, it's good support because Kane, as Macris missed the front end on the 1-and-1. Blamon and Kane are your main guys. So as long as those guys step up and you get some of the role players like a Woodard, like a Johnson, like a Jerkins, and a Catanoso, and a Marcus Harmon. Marcus Harmon didn't score tonight, but he made some big plays defensively, drawing charges here and there. Stockton moving forward, they're in a very good position to even win tomorrow night against Bates because, again, it'll be here at the Big Blue
You
Sports
never
Center.
want to save under your own basket, Zavon Johnson.
Yeah, as Johnson tried to save it under his own basket, but he throws it into Endicott, and John Hennel is there for the bucket. He's got 16 points. Savon Williams will drive the lane, and it will turn it over.
Endicott College is playing some great defense right now as Zavon Johnson gets the blocking called on him. So that's 2 on him in a hurry.
It's all right, man. I mean, if you look at Endicott, like I said, I think they're a very good team. They kind of ran into a buzzsaw tonight.
Definitely. As Xavier Brooks and Jackson Mergette are set to come into the game.
As Macris will hit the first of the front end of the 1-and-1.
As Morris and Jerkins will come out of the game. Actually, no, Morris is coming in the game. Kendall will come out of the game.
Yeah, Morris was supposed to come out, but then Bittner said, hey, go back out there. I want Kendall out.
Right, because Kendall is more of a part of the more used players of that Stockton University team.
And they got another game tomorrow night, as you will listen here on 91.7 WLFR Pomona, as Macris hits the second of the 1-and-1. So he hits both. Macris will come out of the game. He'll finish with 11 points. As head coach Kevin Betancourt is pretty much emptying his bench, making sure everybody gets enough playing time. 3 minutes and 3 seconds to go in this one. Savon Williams turns it over, and here comes Endicott the other way. He scoops it up and in. That is.
Now, Stockton University needs to get some better ball handling out there, as they cannot even get the ball over the front court. Or the back court, rather.
Zavon, Jackson Mergette, 3-ball. No good. Rebound, Elton Morris. Morris is. Bittner's going to call a timeout.
Timeout because now this is damage control. The lead has gone from 28 when the starters. 30 when the starters came out of the game to now 15. Endicott College has cut a 30-point lead in half in just over, 3 or 4 minutes?
Roughly.
I
mean, we're about 2.5 minutes. 2 minutes and 37 seconds to go here at Big Blue. Stockton is well on their way to an NCAA tournament opening round victory over the Endicott College goals. And like I said at the beginning, at the top of the broadcast, you got to whack those seagulls out of here. Got to whack them out of here.
I believe assistant coach Scott Bittner, or associate coach Scott Bittner, that's his proper job title, is just, keeping damage control, letting his team know, hey, this game could still be lost if you're not careful. And because of that, Blamon will come into the game just so he can be the main scorer and stabilize this young core group of players in Elton Morris, Zavon Johnson, Jackson Mergett, and Xavier Brooks.
Zavon Johnson has it. He'll swing it over to Jackson Mergett. Mergett backing his way down. He'll swing it over to Elton Morris. Morris will give it over to Xavier Brooks. Blamon has it on the right wing. Blamon will drive baseline. Blocked, rejected, and back comes Endicott the other way.
So we'll see if Endicott can make a late push. They already have cut a 30-point lead in half.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Drew Sawyer did not even draw iron on that mid-range free throw jump shot.
Yeah, that's not
Blamon
good.
is sizing up Sawyer with the help of Joel Villa.
Another timeout by Bittner. And Scotty Bittner, the associate head coach at Stockton Ospreys.
Now, head coach Jerry Matthews does not look happy over there. He's wearing the blue shirt, the blue collared shirt, with I believe some white shoes or gray shoes. He dresses snappy for the games.
Looks good. He's got swag.
Now,
I love it.
What I found interesting was that Endicott College went down so easily, even though their record is pretty much identical to Stockton University's. Endicott College on the year before the NCAA tournament was 23-5. Stockton University was 22-5.
And Endicott was on a 14-game win streak.
Exactly. Endicott came in hot and ready, just like
Little Caesar's Pizza. Hot and ready. Tom Catanoso has it. He'll swing it over to Zavon Johnson, over to Jackson Mergett. Jackson will swing across court to Xavier Brooks, back to Zavon Johnson, back to Catanoso. Back to Xavier Brooks in the corner. He'll fire a three ball. No good.
He wants a three. Jackson wants a free throw.
Rebound, Jackson Mergett. Jackson Mergett throws it up and in. 2 points now for Jackson Mergett.
As the Stockton University bench is very, very happy to see Jackson Mergett come off the bench and score 2 big points in this game in his first action in the NCAA first-round tournament.
That's a turnover by Endicott. Stepped out of bounds. And Stockton will have it now the other way. Catanoso will bring it up the floor. 1:20 to play. Zavon swinging over to Xavier Brooks. Johnson getting double teamed, trying to break the press. Swinging over to Elton Morris. Morris at the free throw line. Swings it back to Tom Catanoso. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Catanoso to Johnson. Brooks is in the corner open. But Johnson tried to take it himself, and he's going to get fouled. It's on number 23, Chris Light. And that'll send Zavon Johnson to the foul line.
Now, this game was all but over when the starters came out of the game for both Endicott College and Stockton University. It's still all but over, but it's exciting to see the young players come off the bench and show what they could do once they get some time to shine.
Johnson hits the first free throw, the front end of the 1-and-1. He'll get one more free throw. Johnson's second free throw is up. It is good. So now Johnson has 2 points. Stockton up 79-60. 1 minute to play here in this NCAA tournament opening round game. Drew Sawyer over to number 5, Matt Ellis. Over to number 25, number 23, Chris Light. Back to Ellis. He'll fire a three. No good. Rebound, Xavier Brooks. 45 seconds to play. And Tom Catanoso will pretty much ice this game away.
Pretty much. Stockton is up 19 points on Endicott College. It is 79-60 with 32 seconds and ticking left in this game. Stockton University will face Bates College tomorrow in the second round NCAA tournament of this region. And that game will be at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. I will have the call along with my co-host, Carl McKay. Kai Carlin, unfortunately, cannot do it because he will be living it up in Florida under the Florida sun.
Yeah, I'm going to take a little vacation, man. I'm going to take a little break. When I come back, though, basketball season will unfortunately be over. But that means baseball season.
Yeah, because we're all excited for baseball season.
Hey, the Stockton team's doing pretty good this year. Johnson hits the first free throw. He's got 3 points. Stockton up 80-60. Johnson's second free throw up. Good. That makes it 81-60. Zavon now has 4 points, all from the free throw line. 11 seconds left in this one. Whoa, whoa,
whoa, whoa.
There was no need to kind of foul there. I mean, there's 8 seconds left. You could have saw him going for a dunk.
Definitely. Now, the player who just attempted to destroy Elton Morris is wearing number 41, but that number does not register. Oh, number 20. I'm sorry. Number 20, Devin Richardson, the 6'4" junior forward. He had some bounce. He's a leaper off of that Endicott College bench, and he almost embarrassed Elton Morris here at Stockton University, even though his team is thoroughly embarrassed as they are losing by plus 20, and
Richardson's first free throw was short. Stockton up 81-60. There's 8.7 seconds to play. There'll be one more free throw coming for Richardson.
I mean, we almost saw a slam dunk contest dunk right there.
Hey, almost.
He rose for that one.
Richardson's second foul is up. Good. It's 81-61, and that just might be your final score. Jackson Morgett trying to get Zavon Johnson. 2 seconds.
Dribble out the clock to Zavon.
He got across the court. The final buzzer sounds, and that will do it. Your Stockton Ospreys defeat Endicott Goals 81-61 in the opening round of the NCAA Tournament Division III Men's Basketball Tournament. Armin Kane had 22 points. Josh Blamon had 24. Stockton moves on to the second round to face Bates College tomorrow night at 7 p.m. on 91.7 WLFR Pomona. For Sharif Keaton, I'm Kai Carlin.
Right.
We'll see you guys. Sharif will be with you guys tomorrow night. I unfortunately will not. Sharif, real quick before we get off the air, what do you think? Give me a prediction for tomorrow night's game against Bates.
Prediction for tomorrow against Bates. Well, let's see. Bates scored 92 points in their first round game. Stockton scored 81. So I would say Stockton wins 74-68.
Hey, that's
over Bates.
That's a good prediction.
What I saw was the turning point for this game, and what I see is the most stats that show why Stockton just thoroughly embarrassed Endicott 81-61. Stockton University shot 54.4% from the field for the game, whereas Endicott College shot 28.3% from the field. Stockton University shot 50% from the three-point line. Endicott College shot 23.3% from the line. Stockton University had a 9+ rebound margin, 41-32 over Endicott College. And last but not least, Endicott College turned the ball over 13 times, but Stockton University turned the ball over 15 times, but that was in the last 4 minutes when the rookies were in the game.
Exactly. Well, it has been a terrific night of basketball. We did Bates versus St. Vincent and then Stockton versus Endicott, but that's it. We're done. Sharif will see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to go take a vacation. For Sharif Keaton, I'm Kai Carlin. We'll see you guys next time.